Hello again, it's Noob, and I want to make it very clear at the beginning of this video that these lockpicks are absolutely not associated with or made by Covert Instruments. They are not the Covert Instruments Apex lockpicks, but they are very similar. And these I bought from a Chinese website, which were I just happened to be AliExpress, and these are the Bon Courage lockpicks, and you might be able to see in there printed slightly lightly the Kyreal. So Bon Courage Kyreal. And I reviewed a set of these which were a combination between the Lockmaster lockpicks from Vent, the Covert Instruments lockpicks, and also Jimmy Long's lockpicks. So it was a combination of all three. These are very much like the Apex lockpicks. I'll show you. So these are the Covert Instruments lockpicks. Very nice, I have to say. I'm a big fan of these. I think they do a great job with the handles and the finishing on these. But let's just grab one of these, the flat top short hook, and let's see if I can find a flat top short hook here. And if you look, these are not exactly the same, but you can see that they definitely have a similarity, should we say. So what's different between these? Well, the Covert Instruments lockpicks have an integrated sort of tang, and I don't believe that the tang is full tang here. It only goes to, I think, around here or thereabouts. So, but it's a good tang. Plenty of feedback on these. The finishing on these is really nice as well. Not over tumbled, just nice. And the materials they use, which I think is a high yield 3-in-1 stainless, are also really good. These Bon Courage, I don't know what the material is. I will say that it appears very strong. I have tested these, and I do like the material they use. But it is very similar in terms of when you look at the taper going up to where the tang is on the shank of the lockpicks. Very similar. Not quite the same though. You'll see that the angle of the lockpicks are the same. The profiles are ever so slightly different, so they're not an exact copy. The handle lengths are a bit different. The Covert Instruments ones are just that little bit longer, I'd say. Just a little bit, about a millimetre or two. The thickness of the handles, the Bon Courage ones are just that little bit thicker. And they are also full tang, so that's a bonus to the Bon Courage. Now, the metal that's used, I have no idea. And if you look at the finishing, it's night and day with the Covert Instruments ones actually being tumbled. And I don't think that the Bon Courage ones are at all. So they're very sharp, tend to dig into the keyways of the locks, but that can be rectified with a bit of 1000 grit wet and dry sandpaper maybe. So I think a lot about this review for you watching will come down to whether you think that these Bon Courage Kyreal lockpicks are indeed a full copy of the Covert Instruments Apex picks, or whether they are heavily influenced by but are their own thing. I think there is an argument for both, because removable handles, which are full tang with ever so slightly different profiles and a lack of tumbling, you might think that that means that these are not an exact copy, that they are at most a homage. I'm not at liberty to say. I have my own opinion. I'm sure you do too, and I'm very happy for you to voice that opinion down in the comments below. So moving on from that, I did buy these with my own money from AliExpress. They were £60 for an 18-piece set, and that included this case, which is okay. It's nothing too special. It's a trifold in what feels like a thick nylon with some kind of, I don't know, rubbery inside. It's not bad. I don't mind it. It's got some turning tools as well. And everything does fit in there. But you have these turning tools, and just like the picks, these are not tumbled. So they are very sharp and really, really would do well with a bit of a sanding, but I like to review my sets as they come unless they're a danger to me. And then there is one twisted bottom of the keyway turner. So yeah, £60 for a case, good bunch of pry bar style turners and a bottom of the keyway turner. I mean, you can't say that that price isn't bad. I mean, it comes to just over £3 per pick, which is a good deal for what I think is pretty strong steel. And from what I can tell, for 20 thousandths of an inch thick, these are strong. I don't know what it is, but it does feel like a high yield 301 stainless. I'd love to know what it is and if somebody can ever do the test on these, but there you go. So what do you get? Well, you get a whole bunch of hooks in different lengths. Let's just go through these, the just standard hook profiles. And I do like the fact that this set comes with everything from like your super deep hooks here. So you've got some nice deep hooks through to some sort of medium hooks here, and then down to some short hooks, both flat top and well, there's a gem pick there as well. Look at that. So some of them are flat top, some of them are gems, some of them are rounded hooks, but you get a good range. You know, you're going to be able to pick a lot of locks with these, and the shanks are very slim. Again, good, may not hold up so well if you're, you know, pretty tough picker on locks, but especially because these are 20 thousandths, but overall not bad. You get 2 half diamonds, which are different. There's a small one and a medium half diamond. Nothing wrong with that, it's just a bit similar maybe in size. You get 3 sort of spoon type reach hooks. I don't get on with these at all, I'm not going to lie. I'd be happy for these not to be included in the kit, but some people may love them. Yeah, they're all variations on a theme. And some of these designs are very similar to what Christina Palmer did with her things like the Wicked Waves. So I think there's definitely a copy or a very heavy influence there. You've got a quad and a quint rake there, which look very much like the Wicked Waves by Christina Palmer. You have a couple of dual peak rakes. One is smaller, one is larger. I don't necessarily mind that. I think that will be quite useful. This is act more like a snake rake. This will act more like you know, a true double peak rake. I don't mind that. Then a deforest ball and a deforest diamond. Again, classics. I'm not a great fan of these purely because of the distance between the tip and the shank can mean that unless you've got a particularly wide open keyway or shallow bitting, the shank itself can actually start to impede the pins in front of the pin you're trying to pick, and a probe, which is really good for poking down the pins in tubular locks. Now, this many picks would just take me way too long to go through every single one of these in a few demos, so I'm just going to pick out a few of my favourite ones from here, give them a bit of a test run, show you how they work inside some locks. They are a bit sharp. I'm not going to be sanding them, so I'll be using some old locks I don't care too much about. And where I possibly can, I will be using these turning tools because, again, I'm trying to review the set rather than use my own turning tools. But if I do use anything else, I will let you know, because whilst this is an okay number of turning tools, it's not a great number of turning tools. First up, let's use this quint rake on this Abus 64 Ti50. Why did I choose this lock? I chose it because it was near me, and therefore it gets picked. I promise everything I picked today is not going to be an Abus, but these ones are really brilliant little weatherproof locks with lots of spool pins in. Flat top short hook is going to be used a lot in any lockpick set, so let's just go through, see what we can find. So that's pin 2, pin 1 now, pin 4, giving a bit of counter rotation, back through, pin 3 there, pin 1 again, I think we dropped it into the false set. Pin 2 now, giving some counter rotation. Want to catch that nicely on the up. There we go. And pin 1 dropped down, so we'll re-pick that. Oh, and we're open. Lovely. Next up, I've got a little Avocet padlock, and they don't make these anymore, but the black and gold brass with the black lockpick, which is the gem hook, I believe. I think that'll be a really nice one to get on video. Again, bottom of the keyway, because we can. Let's grab my hook, put it in, see what we can do. Pin 2 straight into a full set. Pin 1 feels fine. Pin 3's binding. Just get my tip underneath that. There you go, 3 into the full set. 4 here. Counter rotation. Let's go on to pin 5 at the back. Just wiggle underneath it. There we go. And we're going back through the lock, trying to find anything which isn't set. And I feel pin 2 here isn't. And we're open. There we go. Lovely. Look at that. Back to raking, and I've got the larger of the 2 double peak rakes. So I'm just going to go in with this lock and see what we can do. This is just a cheap, like, self-storage company lock. There you go. I've never been impressed with the locks they have in those self-store places. So it wouldn't be a good demo if we didn't try to pick a Euro cylinder, 6 pins, I think 3 spools, and that turning tool I've been using all along has been so good. I'm going to use it again. Got the medium half diamond. We can either pick it or rake it with this, so let's give that a go. So I'm just going to go in light tension, and I'm going to go in and just go, oh, look at that. I managed to rake it open with a half diamond. That's how good they can be. And I realise I haven't used these top of the keyway turners yet, so I think for my last lock picking demo, I'm going to throw one of these in. These hooks will be really good just getting out through that warding in these locks. It's an American style lock and with keyway, and it's nice and open. And the 20,000 inches just right for not rubbing against the warding inside here. Although, again, just a little smoother on the shank would have been so nice. A bit of tumbling would have been so good. Oh, straight into a full set, that's good. I just feel that you get that feeling of the picks sort of digging in if you're not careful. You know, you can really feel how that sharp edge digs into the keyway of the lock, and it's just a bit frustrating. These definitely need to be tumbled or sanded. Okay, there we are. I really hope you enjoyed those demos. Now, conclusions time. I'm going to try and talk about things I like and don't like or would change, and try to be as objective as I can be. So let's go with the pros of things I really like. I really like the range of profiles. Now, I don't like all the profiles, but that's a preference thing. For example, I would happily just get rid of all of these 3 sort of spoon reachy hooky things. I never got on with them, and I just can't see any advantage for pretty much every application other than maybe moving some like Medico pins, or where you need to rotate the pins, and some of these can be helpful doing that. But other than that, I'm not a big fan. But that is 3 spare handles, so you know you've got to take that into consideration. So I do like the majority of all the profiles. You get a huge range of hooks, and you know, deep and deforest, and short and rounded, and you get sort of such a big range of hook profiles. Really good, a nice bunch of rakes. Really, in terms of the profiles, apart from some personal preferences, they're great. Even having a probe is useful if you're going to pick your tubular locks. Yeah, brilliant. Now, what else do I like? I really like the handles and the steel. The handles are comfortable, they're long enough. I always want longer ones, but they're long enough, they're the right thickness, they're really nicely put together, they're rounded nicely, they feel good quality. These handles feel like good quality. The steel feels really strong and good quality. At 20 thousandths an inch, it feels really good. I don't know what it is, but it feels good. I love the fact that these are full tang as well, and you can remove the handles if you want. I don't know why you would, because you can't buy the actual picks themselves separately, so swapping the handles out, I don't know. But if you did 3D print some handles, maybe you wanted different colours, I don't know. But it's nice the fact that you can take these off. Maybe use them on some custom homemade picks, whatever you like. But the handles are good, great thickness, they feel nice. The feedback through the full tang, through this steel, whatever it is really good. And the price is brilliant. I think £60 for 18 profiles and a case and a few turners. It's excellent. Talking other things I like, this turning tool, brilliant. I don't really normally like these twisted turners, but this one, great. And I don't mind these top of the keyway turners, but I will come on to these a bit later. You get a whole bunch of them, so lots of different turning ends, but they're not brilliant. So yeah, things I like, in summary, love the handles, love the fact they're full tang, I like the steel, and I like the profiles, and I like the price, and the case is fine, and the turning tool's fine. So yeah, there's a lot to like for the price here. Things I don't like. I don't like the fact that they clearly have borrowed extremely heavily from Covert Instruments. Not a direct copy in pretty much every way. I couldn't find any profile which was exactly the same as the ones that I have from Covert Instruments. The handles aren't exactly the same. In fact, I like the fact that these are full tang while the Covert Instrument ones aren't, but I don't like the fact that they borrowed so heavily from them. I think that's maybe a bit naughty. How much that bothers you, like I said earlier, is up to you. I don't like the fact that they're not tumbled. It's not a big deal. A bit of wet and dry sandpaper costs pennies really, and you can just go over the edges, not too much, just to round them off, and it won't dig into the keyway to the locks quite so much. Same thing sort of goes for these turning tools, too sharp. And also I think that the ends of these are too broad. So when I have like a Eurocylinder like this, I find it almost impossible to actually get the tip of these in there. Not useful. Perfectly okay for these American style locks though, where you have keyways which are open like that and they go in fine. But as it stands for some locks with tighter, more paracentric keyways, these are a little bit wide. Ultimately what I'm saying though is the turning tools are perfectly fine, but these do need tumbling and you do need more of them, so you'll need to buy some or make some turning tools of your own to really flesh out this kit. I mean, really, this is a great set. I'm not going to lie, for the price, it's a great set. It does need some finishing. I would not recommend you not finishing and just picking locks like I did, because these are a bit too sharp. They will gouge your nice locks, the keyways at least, and you do need some more turning tools. But the handles and the steel and the profiles, for the price, pretty amazing. Now, I would love to know your comments on this. I imagine that it has probably a number of very conflicting opinions within the community about this set. Do you like it? Would you buy it? Have you tried it? Let me know down in the comments below. Let other people know. I'd love to know, genuinely love to know your thoughts on this, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. Love to know. I do read all the comments, reply to them as I can. If you like this video, please leave me a like. If you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do so for more content like this. Smash that notification bell to be next notified when I upload content. Otherwise, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.